Hey DVG fam, so guys, it has been forever since we did a mukbang Q&A. So here we are, you guys asked us on Instagram, please do another one. Yet we have no food.
It's on its way.
So we've ordered the Wagamamas.
The Wagamamas.
I didn't say the Wagamamas. Did I say the Wagamamas?
You said we've ordered Wagamamas.
And you ordered the Wagamamas.
The Wagamamas. I think we should call it the Wagamamas. And you've ordered the Five Guys.
That's the one.
Which
Five
takes
Guys.
ages to get here, and I said to Casey,
Even though
it takes
Five
ages.
Guys make it, it's still slow.
Oh god. I said to Casey, it takes ages. No, it doesn't.
It did say half an hour, and then it went, as I paid for it, went up to an hour.
Well, because I wanted Taco Bell, but Mum took too long to close.
No, it didn't take too long.
She did.
No, it didn't.
You did.
Well, either way, it would have been closed.
No,
It's closed.
if I ordered it that quickly, it wouldn't have closed. And then...
We're like 1 minute into video arguing about
And then she makes her whole Wagamama's order and asked me about 500 times, do you want Wagamamas? And every time I said, I don't want Wagamamas. Alright, add your order. Mum, I don't want Wagamamas. So then by the time she's done, sides closed. And that would have been interesting.
Oh, we could have tried cycling. Right, let's get into the questions. This is a juicy one straight away. Do you allow your kids to vape or drink alcohol?
No, never.
Yeah, we all
Nice.
did it together actually.
Yeah.
We just group sesh.
Family vape sessions. So, no.
We all buy a flavour each week and try it. And rate it.
Exposing. So no, we don't let them vape, but yes, we do let them drink. Discuss.
I was waiting for you. I
Discuss.
thought you was going to say more.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, what's it, in moderation, we judge the situation where
No,
they're
I
at,
get
like,
paralytic every weekend.
don't
every
always
weekend,
get
I
your
get it every
sarcasm. People don't always
Our kids
understand
are
you're
alcoholics.
sarcastic. Yeah. No, obviously, we're not going to just let them go out and drink on the streets and just act crazy. But in certain situations, yeah, they're allowed to drink.
I think
or
in
two,
England, like most, I'm being very generalising now, but I think most teenagers under the age of 18, like, do drink before they're 18. Like we used to drink when we were like 15.
We live in Britain.
All my friends,
Yeah.
like most of them.
And we're not talking about like going out getting like smashed all the time, but like if there's a family party, or even now, like if Grace goes to a party or Grace is having a party, there will be alcohol. It will just be like, it won't be like a lot. So
Yeah.
because people keep putting up TikToks like, oh my goodness, have you seen in the back of Casey's room? There's a bottle of whatever, like, what did you have a bottle of?
The Serrano.
The Serrano. And it's like, oh my God. And everyone in the comments like, yeah. She's like 17 and she lives in Britain. Like, why wouldn't she?
Because we're open with them, then they're not getting paralytically drunk outside. Like, we are very aware of the situation. I think that's the safest way. And like they both said, their friends all drink. So at least this way we just keep them safe. And I think that's always in the situation what we try to do.
It's
just
better
keep the
to
girls
allow
safe.
people to do things, because if you don't let your kids drink, they're going to drink either way. So you either know or you don't know.
I
And
think,
what's
yeah.
the more dangerous situation?
I think strict parents raise rebellious kids. Obviously, I'm being very general, but like, I think that's...
But you
kind
guys
of
think
what-
you aren't strict. But you
We're not
actually
strict.
are.
We're not that strict.
You actually are quite strict.
I said some stuff you are, some stuff you're not.
Well, like, I feel as well, like, you get put under a lot of pressure as parents. So, like,
Yeah,
Grace has got her 15th birthday party, and it's like, there's this thing of like, okay, well, if there's no alcohol there, it's going to be embarrassing. But if there's not enough alcohol, it's also equally as embarrassing.
Because this was actually a bit of a debate in our house, because Grace has been to parties recently and they were just allowed to take their own alcohol, and I'm like, okay, but who is then monitoring how much you're drinking? Like, I am not happy, for example, you taking a bottle of vodka, like that's to me a super strong drink. But for you to take like 1 or 2 alcohol pops.
But also the
think
thing
then
is
it's
that
monitored
if the kid turns up here with a bottle of vodka and we don't know, and they're just like backing it off, and then the parents have to pick them up and they're paralytically drunk, how does that look on us?
Yeah.
That looks bad. So I'm like, I'd rather just be like, we supply the alcohol and then we know how much there is and we can keep an eye on it. But obviously I get it, like it can be embarrassing. But what's your thoughts on the situation?
I tell everyone, like, not, if you're drunk and you're like throwing up, get out of my house.
But
Like,
sometimes
not
you
get out,
but
get out of my
sometimes
house.
no,
No, but
but-
when I say that, I don't mean like get out of my house, I'm going to leave you because
But
you're
this is
drunk,
why I'm
that's really
talking-
dangerous. But you know what I mean? I don't want people like throwing up, fainting.
Like,
I
and
mean,
that's
like,
the
should we
process
just
of-
address the fact we won't name names, but one of Grace's friends at Casey's party got absolutely paralytically drunk, and no one saw it coming.
Within like an hour, it just went from 0 to 100.
and you didn't even see it coming, so you can't then say, oh, 30 kids
And
coming.
bearing in mind, like, again, her parents were okay with her drinking, like that was all Like,
yeah, she was given permission. I guess at that age as well, even at my age, like you don't really know.
You don't, and that's what I'm saying. It's like it all depends on what you've eaten on the day. So that's why I think if you have.
So what we're gonna do is feed up the kids first.
Yeah, but I think it's having that conversation.
If we were just like no to everything, we wouldn't be able to have these conversations with our kids, and then they would just have to decide: do I do it behind my mum and dad's back, or do I not do it?
Yeah.
And a lot of kids would just do it, and then they have to make their own mistakes and then hide it all from the parents. We'd rather just have open conversations with the kids about it. Have any of the girls got boyfriends?
Yeah,
Let's
I have.
ask Sarah. I knew you was going to say that.
He's quite a handsome fella.
Have you ever had a boyfriend that people don't know about on social media?
Cool, you really want to make this video good, don't you?
If you got a boyfriend now, if you got a
No.
boyfriend now, would you post about it on social media? And then if you wouldn't, like why?
No, I wouldn't. And yes, I have had a boyfriend that people don't know about, but not anymore. And that's why I'm glad I didn't post it on social media, because the thing is, when you post it, people just get so involved. And then, say like now that we've broken up, I would have had to post it on social media, and it would have been all like public, and it's just not what I want. Also, you just never know people's intentions. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have to wait it out and see if it's actually like going to be like a long-term relationship before you like post it, and you'll just know when the time's right. Do you know what I mean? When to post it, because I just knew not to post it yet, and then
Wow, you used to have 3 years. You must have not. Joking.
no,
And
it was
also
actually
the thing
7
is-
months. It was actually
And the
a
thing is,
long
like,
time.
you guys broke up, and it wasn't like there was no like major
No.
drama or anything. So it's like, but social media probably would have tried to make out there was some massive
Also,
thing.
you don't post them for a week and it's like,
Oh, what if you broke up?
I don't want that hassle. Like, again, going back on the thing, you don't know people's intentions. If they start seeing like, oh, if they start getting followers, they might get set ahead of it, and then if you're posting them, it's gonna make them rise. And then if you break up, they've got a career out of it. Just saying.
But also, like, it's kind of like, and then the people that follow you also follow them, and then there's just like more chances for like drama.
And then it just annoys me when I've broken up with them and then they have followers.
I would say like on your
I can't lie, it
your
really annoys
Instagram, you are actually, it's quite private. Like you don't advertise like your when you're out with your friends and stuff. Like you actually, I think you keep your life quite private, and I think that's a really nice
Like my
thing
Snapchat
to do.
will
like,
always be private.
yeah,
Like,
I think
know
at your
public.
like, both of your ages, like that's what's really important, is that for yourself that you get your own privacy. Because if everything was open, I think you'd find it really tough. Like, so this way you just get to enjoy drinking without people knowing.
Grace, if you had a boyfriend, would you post it? Have you had boyfriends that you haven't posted?
Yeah.
Same question.
I have had boyfriends I haven't posted. And I feel like if people know is everyone has like an opinion to say, and I hate when people have an opinion on a relationship, because if everyone has like a say in it, even like with my friends, I would, like, if they have an opinion on it, I'm like, I don't, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
try like ruin it, and I'm like, I want it just to be between us two, and obviously that is stuff that I'll share with my friends, and then with the YouTube and everything, I think that, like, when you're in like a long-term committed relationship, that's when I'd share it. Do you know what I mean?
I
That's
think
the
that
thing though, Grace
Yeah.
is like very much like, if she is in a relationship, it's very much just between them two. If I had one little argument, one problem, anything, I tell my friends everything. Like,
And
I'll
us.
literally go and rant about it.
and that's why she's no longer
And
in a
Grace
relationship.
doesn't do that.
Do Casey and Grace swear?
Of course,
Yeah. They're teenagers. What did she say? Oh. Yeah, they do swear. We do allow them to swear within reason.
Yeah.
Not
Not
kind of
at
like the
you.
drinking. Not
No,
at us,
you know,
never.
in that video when I did my driving test.
You swore and I didn't realise.
Yes, people put as a subtitles. I passed, Mum. I passed. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was saying.
She said mother.
yeah.
Kind of
Flipper.
cuts out, so you can't really hear it, but
Yeah.
you can make it out.
I know like some people find swearing like really offensive, and like obviously in your family you grew up with your parents didn't swear, like
We
unless
don't
your dad.
swear.
I don't
We
think I've
swear
ever
for Nanny,
heard.
Granddad, and
I've never
all
heard
that.
your mum and dad swear.
I've heard my dad swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard your dad like probably
But
twice.
I
they've been
still
together.
now don't really swear.
We don't swear in
front
front of your mum and dad.
My mum and dad. And your mum, well, your dad swears.
My,
more
but
than
I
your
was
mum,
brought up
I
where
got it
like
from
my
Granddad.
dad, every other word is a swear word.
Yeah, try
It's
being in a
just-
driving.
Do you
lesson
remember?
with
Do you
him.
remember when I went in the car to Tesco's?
Oh, that was hilarious.
And it was like we had a swear jar for him, And like we went to Tesco's and I counted every single time we swore, and this Tesco's trip was like 10 minutes, like isn't just on the road.
He came home and he was furious and he was like, oh, I owe her effing 30 quid. And I was like, oh my gosh, why? Because I was swearing. And my mum laughed and went, that was just the way there. I was allowed to grow up swearing, like, because my mum and dad swore. And I think that's why.
The thing is, as well, what I think is crazy is like when you, as an adult, swear, and then you hold this standard for your kids, as that obviously not young kids, but like as your teenagers and stuff, to not swear. I understand.
I wasn't allowed to swear at Grace's age.
Yeah.
But
There's a lot of things that Grace can do that you can't at that age. That's just how being an
Very
older
specific.
sibling, isn't it?
But I have said to her,
She does
no. What did I say to you the other day? I was like, no, I did pull you up and I said, I don't think so. I was like, I'm okay with you now and again having a little in context, but it did creep up a bit, and I was like, you need to slowly roll.
And the thing is as well, is like swearing, like, and parents and kids swearing and stuff, it's also a level of respect. Like, if your parents don't want you swearing and you're swearing in front of them, that is disrespectful. If we allow it, it's not disrespectful.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Next big project, question mark.
My makeup desk.
She literally thinks the world revolves around her, doesn't she? Me and Sarah are starting a podcast. Woo! We are we're not putting it off, but what I think I'm doing is I'm like trying to picture this perfect scenario where everything is just right before we start, and then we're not going to end up starting.
And my thing is just start and make sure we enjoy it first before you put so much time and effort into.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to buy all these cameras. I want to build a set for it. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Because basically, we want to turn the warehouse into like a bit where we can film, so we can kind of do things like this as the four of us, and a bit where we can like turn it into our podcast. And obviously, we still do some of our day food shoots there, so we're trying to get it designed
that it kind of works for everything. But yeah.
But I think because we don't really know exactly what we want, we're slowing it down. But
I'm actually really looking forward to starting the podcast though.
I think realistically, it'll probably be January now, because.
Would you get guests on it every time?
No. A lot, like, because the thing is, what we want...
No.
Why did I say that?
Really?
No. Me and Mum want to be able to make content that we don't have to rely on anyone else. Like, we don't have to work around your schedule.
Is it going to be PG or is it going to be...
No, it's going to be X-rated.
It's going to be naughty.
Oh, no, it's not. I think that is one thing that we're not going to talk about on the podcast.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't actually mean
what
that.
else did you mean?
I just meant like as in swearing or being
Swearing, drinking. Oh, God. Let's move on. Anyway,
Imagine if we did one where we got drunk together each session.
That's what
the laugh that
every
we
time.
do.
That's what
Grace.
some... Who is
GK
it?
Barry.
GK Barry does that, yeah.
Yeah, because she did a TikTok when we did that Spotify thing, and everyone was like, "Oh, get Casey on your podcast." I'm sat there like this, peace. But I'm not 18. Well, I'm not 18.
But she asked you.
No, she didn't. But I'm not 18, and she drinks on them all. So.
Yeah. But
That's
more
what she's
to the
saying,
point,
that's
you
the
can't
reason.
go on it
Yeah,
because
no,
you
I
haven't been
swear.
invited.
No, I actually swear that is actually the only reason.
Have you ever had a fan show up at your door? If so, how did it go?
Yeah, Ava
Yeah.
comes every single day. And Roland.
Yes, we have, and
We got him in a headlock.
yeah, we have. And I would really ask that you don't come to our door.
Yeah.
We've
To
had-
this house.
No.
Yeah. Well, not to
We
the
did
door,
get a
but
letter.
I was in my room.
Oh.
And out the window, I saw people taking photos. I was crawling across my room because I didn't want them to see.
Grace was getting changed.
And they had binoculars. And it was
of
a
a 4-year-old
35
man.
Yeah, I was going to say
In
that.
our old house, we did have a couple of people that turn up, like dinner
And
time.
Dad,
I
Dad
remember.
chased one of them around the block.
Yeah, but that's because they scared you.
Yeah, because I was home alone and they were shouting my name.
Like teenage boys, and you was a lot younger then. The thing I was asking me is when you're like, how did it go? It's kind of like you kind of know where we live and you're asking so that you can turn up. So please
It's
don't.
not going to go well for you. Okay?
No.
Listen, we love meeting people when we're out and about, but we don't appreciate people turning up at our door. And we have actually had parents turn up at our door with their kids. Like, ding dong, here's my kid. Like that. Like, we wouldn't do that. If you said, oh, so and so lives here, we wouldn't say, yeah, then we'll just come.
We genuinely, I don't think we ever really, when we're out and about, say no. Like, we would always try and take photos and meet people, and we love that, but it's in our own privacy. It's because a lot of the time when I'm not filming, I'm not in clothes that I want people to be seeing. Like I've got my what they
Not in
I
clothes.
guess you didn't feel the film today then.
That's deep.
His mum.
Oh gosh!
Oh Lord.
I literally like my hair was bunged. The people that come to no, the worst.
Was it today?
No, it wasn't.
Did they turn up today?
They turned up at dinner time and it was the middle of cooking and I was not.
Basically, just don't turn up at our house. It's
Out in
not
public, I've
appreciated.
only said no once. And I was
To what?
to a photo.
Why did you say no?
Because I was at A&E.
Oh yeah,
A&E.
she was in the queue to queue into A&E and they were like,
She's like unconscious. How does Joel cope with only having daughters? I don't know any different. I genuinely always say this. I really love having daughters.
you go up in your room and just sit on your phone.
I cry. Do you know what? It's like recently, I have started thinking like, where obviously the girls are getting older, I can see that you guys will maybe have more in common and like do more stuff. Like you said about doing like a girls trip to New York and stuff, and then I start thinking, oh, like
You
I
went,
don't.
what? Am I not invited?
Yeah,
No,
like
it's a
I don't
girls'
know. I do feel a little bit like, oh, at some point will I kind of feel like, oh, I don't know.
As in, like, you could have had, like, a boys'
Aw.
trip out or something.
Yeah.
Like, no wolf. Or
No,
something
Like-
to do
but the
with
thing
it.
is,
Or have but
the thing is, I think it's how much effort you put in to keep being interested in what they're up to. Like, obviously, Casey has her friends in a hot tub, so start getting in with them.
that's what I'm saying. Like you could do that. You could do that, and I couldn't. This is what I'm saying, right? There's times and scenarios where. Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
couldn't get in the hot tub with her friends.
You could.
No, she had like so say like last night she had 3 girls, 3 boys. That like I can't. Like
You can't get. I don't care if it's just 3 girls. You can't get in the hot tub with us. Dad, you could just become our gay best friend instead.
So, or hopefully the girls meet nice boys and they'll be like good son-in-laws and we can.
Oh yeah, look at
Play
Ryan and
football
Grandad. Look at you and Grandad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're sorted.
yeah, you got a great little team.
Unless we all turn out to have girlfriends.
Oh God, can you imagine? Multiple girls and girls and girls and girls. How's life with Casey driving?
Brilliant. I'm kind of upset though because you know, like the novelty of it's kind of gone. Can't lie.
Oh.
Like,
No,
I mean, like
honeymoon
driving to
phase.
school now. Oh yeah, long. But if I'm going to like drive with my friends, yeah, fun. But like running errands, yeah, it's kind of boring.
Are you still having a big party for Grace's birthday?
Yes.
Yes, all 3 of her friends are coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not a big party. She's
It's big, it's like 30 people in
she's
a house.
told. Wait, what?
I told you
I thought it was 20.
No, he's 30.
No, you told me 20.
God. No
You
one.
told me
Just
20.
move on. This isn't the
Mum, be
thing
happy
to
for her.
talk
She
about.
actually has friends, alright?
Listen, she's
Yeah,
had to
it's like
she's had to rent every single one of them friends.
She's telling me that because I said they're allowed 1 alcohol pop each, so then she's telling me there's more. So
Oh,
there's
yeah,
more.
no, there's 60 more.
It's the vibe.
No, it's not 5 guys.
It's 5
If
guys.
you wake the baby up screaming like that.
I hate it when she is right.
Oh no.
What? What's wrong?
Milkshake.
What?
Man, milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's been a while.
Oh,
It's been a while.
cute.
Yeah, that was alright. We both got the same.
Oh, that's so good because I did not want to have.
Hate idiots.
You say that and it irritates the absolute
What?
granny out of me.
Just don't be an
I
idiot.
can't. Yeah, I can't say the word I want to say. Right. So we've got Wagamamas.
I got a no duck donburi. It's very nice.
I've got beef
I don't like
teriyaki
chilies.
donburi.
I got
Dry chicken.
dry chicken.
This is what I hate, that when you have it in there, they put enough sauce
Where
in
is
there.
all the sauce?
Yeah, isn't it? Look at this.
I've never had
Dry
this
is
before.
nice.
I got a little burger with hot sauce and jalapenos.
We need to get the
and
sauce.
some Cajun fries.
Do you know what I normally
And
get?
a
Oh, she's still
milkshake.
talking.
You're at your party. Is she having a big party? Yes, she is. Are we filming it, guys?
No.
No.
Grace doesn't like her parties to be filmed the way that Casey just doesn't really care. Grace is just a bit more private. But Grace has asked me, like, I'm not allowed to do anything fun. I'm not allowed no balloons, no signs. She's like, literally, she just wants the friends here dancing. Like,
And-
what kind of party is
A
that?
photo booth.
Okay, so this is quite a serious question. Why do you keep doing money videos when there's a cost of living crisis? That is a really good question, and obviously it's something that we have spoke about. And first of all, like, we are making some changes to our content. First thing we're doing is removing Casey from the content. So the other day I put on Instagram, I said, what challenges or what videos or just literally what videos do you guys want to see us make? And so probably like 80% of the video suggestions were to do with shopping challenges and stuff like that.
And 70% of them comments for me and Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always try to make videos that people want to see. So we are always trying to find out. And that's what we do, because we want to make sure that what we're doing, people enjoy watching. So I feel like most of the viewers dictate what we film a lot of the time in some way or another. Like, we kind of know from where we filmed a lot of time.
People really like shopping and food challenges. Like, and those are the main two pieces of content that we generally make, because that's what people want to watch. But like, we have filmed a video that's coming out next week, and it is a shopping challenge. But we definitely didn't. I mean, I don't want to give away too much about the video because then it will kind of ruin it. But we definitely didn't do any like designer shopping, and we definitely were more conscious of the fact that, you know, people are going through a tough time financially. So we don't want to like rub it in people's faces, but we also don't want to start making content that people don't want to watch. It's a little bit of like I don't know. It is something that we're talking about, and we will probably
finding a balance.
Finding a balance where it's like we're making content people want to watch, but it's also not making people feel a certain way. And generally, like, when we put out the videos, sometimes I think, oh, is this going to make people feel like this? But all the comments and feedback is always like, oh, I love these videos. And if you say, what videos do you want us to do? Oh, please do that 24-hour shopping in your like bedroom challenge
because
again.
People keep asking you to do that one of you doing the hide and seek with the
hide
credit
and seek
card.
with the credit card is literally the #1 requested video. Please do that again. And we just want to make videos that our audience want to watch. So if we were suddenly change up our videos and then people aren't going to watch them, it's kind of like, what's the point?
Because it went through a stage of it being last to leave, so we did a lot of those.
Yeah.
So we always try and stick to what people want to watch. I think that's...
Yeah, so, you know, unless people will start telling us different that they don't want to watch those videos, then... But within those videos, we will be more conscious of like how much we're spending and what we're buying and stuff like that. So I hope that answers the question. Will you ever bring back the first couple of drops from Daewoo? Daewoo is our clothing line. If you haven't seen it, make sure you follow on Instagram. The way that we do Daewoo is we do a drop, it sells out, we make a new collection. We have a couple of times done like a restock, but what we do have is we've built up quite a lot of clothes in storage. So people would order 2 sizes, send one back. People send stuff back because it doesn't fit them. So what's happened over the course of a year is we've built up quite a lot of stock that we're not a discount brand. We don't do sales. That's just not our brand. We don't want to lower the value of our brand because that's not what our brand is. But we do have all this stock, and we're just trying to figure out how we can give you guys access to it. Like, do we just do like one kind of drop of like everything that we've got? Black Friday is going to be a huge amount of stock, new collections, new colours, everything. It's going to be...
One of my absolute faves is on Black Friday.
What one is it?
The blue, the navy that's coming.
Yeah. There's so much good stuff. So if you haven't been able to buy it from Daewoo up until this point, trust me, you will be able to get something on Black Friday. Well, I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee it, but I reckon you will. That will be your best chance at getting something.
But that's also the best time to start Christmas shopping. I start my Christmas shopping at Black Friday.
Do you listen to your head, heart, or gut? Neither. I listen to my wife.
My answer is my gut. If I've got a gut feeling, I go with it. Then it would be my head, and then your heart.
Why would you listen to your head over your heart?
Because you can be emotionally involved, and your heart makes you like. So with like relationships,
Say
where it might be a
someone's
bad
really
relationship, yeah.
And your heart's like, you want to be with them, but if you think in your head logically, they might be abusing you. And then you can think, and
that's an interesting point. But the thing that I'm going to say is,
like today, I had a gut feeling to get the chicken burrito at school, but like my heart wanted me to get vegetable noodles, and so I got the vegetable noodles. But I should have listened to my gut.
How do you know which one? Because
I got them and then I was like, yeah, I should have got the chicken burrito.
So it's weird because I'd say that I think with my head logically, and you're way more emotional. So when we argue, I'm like, logic, this makes sense. And you're like, emotion, you're an effing this. I now know to trust your gut feeling.
Yeah, but what about the best gut feeling I've ever had?
Was when you ate at Five Guys.
No. Is when Sophie was in hospital one time, and
oh yeah,
I was literally reading my magazine, and my anxiety, I could feel it like boiling. I said, like, in my chest.
You need to say what she was doing.
Well, she was in hospital having is that when she was having?
She was having a camera put into her airways because she had like floppy airways.
Yeah.
And she had to be put under anaesthetic. We weren't allowed to go down with her, so they took her down. She's down there. She's out for the count. And then
no one had even come over to us. And I was literally reading my magazine. Joel was reading his book, and I literally looked up and said, "Joel, something's wrong." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "There's something wrong. I can feel it. Like there's something wrong." And he was like, "Babe, there's not." So the nurse comes over and she was like, "Oh, Sophie's like gone through and everything's okay, blah blah blah." So then you were like, "See?" And I was like, "No, I don't." And my mum and your mum kept messaging to see if it was okay. And I couldn't even tell them it was okay because I just felt like it wasn't. And you walked off and told them that you just walked into the bed bit and told them. And then
what did I tell them?
That, she's been through and it's fine, sort of like, because they were, you know how our mums are like,
right, yeah.
to say, "Oh yeah, it's okay, like we're going to go and see her in a minute." And then the nurse came back and she just said, the doctor's coming up to see you. I was like, "That doesn't sound good, does it?" And she was like, "No," but I think I caught her off guard by me saying that doesn't sound right. That did happen, didn't it? When I said that, I was like, "Have I made that up?" But and she was like, "No," like, and then walked off. And then the doctor, came and said like she was really struggling to breathe. She was on oxygen, and she was okay, but she did end up on
No, she wasn't okay.
No, as in now,
she wasn't okay.
She really wasn't.
You were 100% right about your gut feeling. We was like, right, we take us down there right now.
No, but that also just we pushed because she was in the bit that parents aren't allowed.
They played it down. They played it down to us, and we said no. We want to go and see her.
I said, "Let me take her. I might be able to calm her down and get her to breathe because when she was so little, if she was really upset, she would really struggle to breathe. Like it was just before her first birthday, and where they had her was." Only the doctors are allowed. It wasn't even in the room where she wakes up yet. It was literally on the surgery bit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we went in and literally she was like a dark, like purple,
it gives me goosebumps when I think about it. She looked like she was hanging onto life by a thread.
Yeah, it was
She
the worst
looked like she wasn't going to make it. She was struggling to breathe.
She couldn't even have the energy. She just looked up with her eyes at us.
The thing is, we sent a healthy baby. I say healthy. Obviously, she had a lot of medical problems, but we sent a happy, healthy baby down there just for like a routine check thing, and then we ended up with a child that we were like.
Well, she was then in intensive care, wasn't she?
Yeah, she ended up in intensive care, and it was just horrendous. But listen to Sarah's gut. Cool. Does Coco get away with more because she's sassy?
Gets away with more because we're scared of her.
What is your problem?
She don't like that she's on the end.
Coco gets away with more just because she's so strong-willed that when you try and like tell her off or discipline her or like put her on the naughty or whatever, she is honestly, I've never met a kid that is more strong-willed than her. Yeah. She will break you before you break her.
The thing is as well, it's like she really reminds me of Casey as a baby because Casey was very confident and very sassy, but she's like 10 times worse than what Casey was. So all I keep thinking is, oh my gosh, when Chloe is 17, she's going to be 10 times worse than this.
She's going to be a delinquent.
No, she's actually very good now. Her behaviour is very good. Like,
but she's still very different to the other girls in terms of like, we do. We do have to give in to her way more because we don't.
It's a fight, and you got to pick your battles.
Also, you do because she's sassy. You find her funny.
But that's with all of you kids though. Whenever you've done things that are naughty but funny, we've always found it funny.
To be fair, you do all have really good sense of humour that, like, is our kind of banter that we do enjoy being around you and it makes us laugh.
Which is why I'm pretty sure I was adopted because I definitely get it from you guys.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, but actually, I was going to say that she's really good at them, like, now. Like, Chloe. She
You
is
keep
actually
saying
really good.
that. I said her behaviour is better, but I wouldn't say she's really good.
She is really good. Her understanding is really good, and yeah.
When was actually the last time you've actually had to proper tell her off being naughty?
Oh my god, like literally within the last week.
Exactly, improvement.
Yeah, true. Guys, let us know in the comments what other videos you want to see from us, and make sure you subscribe, and then we'll see you next time on Dad Be
Girls.
Girls. Cringe as well.
Right, yeah, well, I like it.
Bye.